Hello, I am Sarah Millican and welcome to episode 32 of How to Be Champion Storytime. I hope you're enjoying these. Thanks ever so much for watching them and for leaving all of your lovely comments. I'm very grateful. I like to read them. If you remember, we're in the middle of the chapter Dates I Have Had. We've also gone through some photographs as well. We'll come back to the photographs as and when they pop up. Let's keep going on the dates I've had, of which there have been, a good amount, like a healthy amount, like not like a virgin, but not like a slag. Let's just say somewhere in the middle. I actually don't agree with either of those. The virgin is that like a medical term? Don't know. It's what I used to get called at school when you're supposed to be a virgin. Okay. These are dates I've had. The one who failed 3 tests. I fancied a bloke for 1.5 years before he asked me out. I said yes. He couldn't possibly live up to what I'd built him up to be in 18 months. I made him a cup of coffee before we went out on our first date. He took a sip and said I'd passed the test. Really? I thought. That's it? He'd failed 2 since he came in the door. I did kiss him though, my first kiss, and he laughed at me. 3 tests. The one who bet on dead people. I went out with a man who had a dead pool at the old people's home where he worked. I didn't see him again, though I did write a letter to Empire magazine about him. He'd bragged about having every issue. He was dull and had a dead pool at the old people's home he worked at. I asked Empire if all male readers were like him. They answered, God, no. He got annoyed I'd written in, they printed it, and threatened me via a mutual friend. The one who read my texts. I went out with a bloke for a few weeks who would drink a pitcher of cocktail while I drank a Coke, and he insisted on buying in rounds. He shouted at me for something I texted my friend. I apologised profusely until my friend asked why he was reading my texts. I dumped him by phone, then met up with him at a bowling alley so he could give back the money he'd borrowed from me. The one with no opinions. I got in touch with an actor I'd seen at a local theatre and fancied. I possibly just fancied the character he played in that one play. He picked up on the fact that I was a writer, and I said I'd send him a couple of short scripts I'd written for him to read. He said that as he didn't have any opinions, he would give them to his mum to read. He didn't have any opinions. Parked him there and then. Now can you see why I marry the good ones? The first one I married. I met a man who cracked a joke about Jaws that no one got but me. We sparred and very quickly fell in love. He proposed in a cafe 6 or 7 weeks after we started going out, maybe 10 weeks after we met. I said yes. There was literally no reason not to. And the How to Be Champion tips at the end of this chapter are: be careful and be safe when on dates, but also put yourself out there. I had a friend who dismissed a bloke I pointed out to her because he wasn't her type. She'd been single for years, so I suggested that maybe she wasn't doing so well with her type anyway. Go with your gut instinct. Most of the dates I've listed above were first and last. I don't hang around if it doesn't feel right. And have some gaps. Being on your own is brilliant and good for you. Let the dust settle after a relationship has ended. Allow yourself to blossom. The next chapter is chapter 11, a love letter to my knockers. I love you. You didn't turn up until I left school, so no boys ever got to snap my bra strap. It's very hard to twang a vest. You catch cake crumbs like nature's bib. I keep my pencils under you. I did that test you're supposed to do and I passed. I can keep a remote control under there, the sky one. It's huge. You stopped men calling me mate on the bus. I used to get called son a lot as a kid, but that might have been the hair. You helped me learn the alphabet. I know up to H. You make a good warm pillow for kittens and husbands. I once cheered up a sad friend by flashing you both, and she laughed from the surprise, I like to think. You are the bridge between just kissing and thank God I've shaved my legs 'cause we're doing it. You save me from suffocation. I sleep on my stomach and you stop me lying too flat. And that is the end of episode 32. I do hope you enjoyed it. It occurs to me that a lot of you are watching these from all ends of the world. Can you post in the comments where you're watching this from? And that could be 10 miles from here. It could be, you know, the top of Scotland, the bottom of Cornwall. It could be anywhere in the world. Just let me know. I'd love to know whereabouts you are when you're watching this. Thank you very much. Have a good rest of day. I hope we made you smile a little bit. When I say we, it is just me. Oh, and the team of people who put my videos up, because my Wi-Fi is shit and I'm not very technical. All of those lovely people, thank you. So if you you know, look after yourselves. You know the drill by now, don't you? Look after yourselves, stay in the house, wash your fucking hands, and I will see you tomorrow. Lots of love. Bye bye.
Hello, it's Sarah Millican here. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel to stay up to date with all of my latest videos. Don't forget to like, pop a comment below, and why not stick around to watch a few more? I'm sure those emails or those dishes can wait a bit longer.